favorite part of the season was the tournament, and I like how you were very confident in us and gave us a lot of pointers and things to remember. My first impression of you was that you were going to be hard and mean and make us run, but then no, that changed, and you're really nice and like really good coach. And I wanted to thank you for always believing in us and pushing us to do our hardest, and yeah, thank you.
Hi. Impression of Mr. Collins. Look at this. His arm. Her arm. She cannot move. Okay. Thank you for being our coach, and we had fun. Well, I had fun. I learned a lot to look up and not throw it over your head, like
a lollipop pass.
Yeah, a lollipop pass. And my favorite part of the season was when you yelled, when you were on the sideline screaming. So, Collins.
Hey Coach, my favorite part of the season with you was probably winning against Caravel. That was like a big win for us because we didn't win in like 7 games, and you coached pretty good on that game. That was fun. And like when you say at the Gloucester game, the second game of the season, you were like starters. That was funny. And I thank you for like always like encouraging me, and when I got into foul trouble all the time, like you always kept me in the game. Well, not always, but sometimes. And I've learned like new plays and stuff, and I learned how to like push myself, and I just thank you for this season. And yeah.
Hi, Coach Collins. My favorite part of the season was when you were yelling during the Gloucester game. I feel like that made us play better. This is what you would always say. I would say, Mr. Collins, rub the magic 8 ball. You would say, stop that! No, wait. Stop that, Emily! Get on the court! And then,
Explain your mustache.
this is my mustache of you.
Wait, zoom in. That's beautiful.
I thank you for being my coach this season. I've learned a lot. I've learned to dribble kind of with my head up, and I've learned to pass with my, pass ahead, and to not use overhead passes, and to control myself going down the court.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Collins, my favorite part of the season was probably the tournament, because that's where everyone got to put what they knew into play and stuff. And my first impression of you is that you were gonna make us run all the time, and that you're gonna be really hard because you were a boys coach. But that all changed because you're really nice and you're my favorite coach. And I just want to thank you for pushing us to always do our best and always encouraging us. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot of more plays than I thought I would. And I think we've all grown a lot. So yeah, thanks.
My favorite part of the season was all the times that we won the game, and Coach really didn't change, because even when we lost, he was still the same, and he still encouraged us. And my memory of Coach was at that game when he called in all the starters, and I want to thank him for pushing us and believing in us and encouraging us. And I've learned a lot about the positions and the game of basketball. So thank you, Coach. Bye.
season. I don't know. Probably just being together as a team and practices and stuff like that and games and of course victories. Those all have to be my favorite. And at practices when coach would always say, "Green lines." Oh, that hurt. It hurt, especially when he said it over and over again. Ugh, okay. Something that I've learned, never to give up, never quit, keep pushing on even when you're tired. Don't let little things distract you. Keep your mind focused, stay focused, and I learned how to play basketball, which is huge. So yeah, and thank you, Coach, for helping me through the season, pushing me over my limit. I thought that I could get only so far, but you definitely made it made me sprout. Whee! Anywho, thank you, and bye.
Hi. My favorite part of the season was making new friends and spending time with all the teammates. And my favorite impression of the coach is when he just yells things from the sidelines and tells people what to do. And sometimes it can be really funny. And thanks for being a really great coach. And I learned that you need to want the ball in order to win a game.
My favorite part of the season was today, when we won and at least got fifth place in the tournament. I was really happy about that. And an impression was that I really liked when one of the games when Coach yelled, "Starters!" and then he got really mad and then called all the starters to get in. And I thank you for being such a wonderful coach and just helping us through the season. And I've learned that if you don't get on the ball, someone could make a layup. And that I just had a really great season. Thanks.
Hi, Coach Collins. My favorite part of the season is when we won against Caravel, because that was our rivalry team, and it was really cool to win against them with only 6 people, and it was really fun. Impression of you would be when you're on the sideline and you're really angry, and you'll call different plays, and you're like, "Stack, sideline, stack, ladies, stack." And that's really funny. I thank you for the conditioning that you've done for me when I'm running, even though I don't like to run, so that helped me a lot so I can play other sports. And what I've learned was how to do a proper layup and all the fundamentals of basketball. And so I really thank you for that. And bye-bye.
Hi, Coach. My favorite part of the season was the practices, minus the fact that you made us run a lot. My impression of you is when you used to tell all the girls to stop touching each other. And I want to thank you for encouraging me to run more and to keep my head up in the game. And I've learned different plays throughout the season. And bye.
My favorite part of the season was the Caravel game, because I like beating Caravel. And I liked it when Coach would yell at Emily for touching his stomach all the time and rubbing the 8 ball. Going into the season, I had no idea about anything. I didn't even know what a layup was. So, thank you for teaching me everything about basketball, and a great season. Goodbye.
I learned a lot from Coach because he taught us where we it's supposed to be and what we're supposed to do during the game and how we're supposed to do it. My favorite memory of Coach is when he was screaming at everybody at the game. And I want to thank him for teaching us right in all the positions and stuff. And my favorite part of the season was when we won the last game.
Hi, so my favorite part of this season was probably our first win against Tri-State. That was really awesome when we beat them, so that was really fun. And my first impression of Coach was probably, I don't know, I was a little bit nervous, I guess. I didn't really know how it was going to be, but I really enjoyed it, I guess. And then, yeah, I just wanted to thank you for all the time and effort that you put into coaching us this season, and yeah, thank you. And I've definitely learned a lot about basketball, a lot of stuff that I didn't know. And this is my first year competitively playing basketball and on the team, so I've definitely learned a lot more than I used to know just doing instructional, I guess. So thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Collins.
Thank you, Coach.
Hello, Coach. How are you? Thank you so much for a wonderful season. You know, I really hope that you enjoyed the season too. You know, one impression of you, Coach, has to be, you know, when you called the starters and you said, starters! And I was like, oh my gosh, it's hilarious. So, anywho, I just want to thank you personally. You know, coming from me, I want to tell you that I'm very thankful for all that you did for me. Can you please shut that phone off?